Today I want to show you something really disturbing. It's a footage of German TV WELT in which they compared Moroccan football players to ISIS just because they have done this. Let's watch this together.
Ein Foto der marokkanischen Fußballnationalmannschaft sorgt unterdessen für Irritation. Auf dem Bild posieren nämlich 3 Spieler mit der marokkanischen Fahne, winkeln ihre Arme an und strecken ihren rechten Zeigefinger nach oben. Das ist ein Gruß, den sich auch der sogenannte Islamische Staat angeeignet hat. Die Kämpfer posieren mit der Geste häufig nach Eroberungen. Unklar ist, ob sich die WM-Spieler aus Marokko der Bedeutung der Geste bewusst waren. Bevor die Dschihadisten die Geste proklamierten, galt sie im Islam allgemein als Zeichen der Einheit.
Now think about why would a TV station, one of the biggest ones in Germany, air this video? I mean, it's comparing the football players to members of ISIS because of doing a gesture like this. And just one Google search can let you know what this means. And this means Tawheed. Every Muslim knows this. The point is they want to link Islam with terrorism. Does ISIS do this? Yes. Does Taliban does this? Yes. But so does every Muslim around the world. Now the question is, why do they do this? This symbol is a symbol of Tawheed in Islam. Tawheed means oneness of Allah, God, one God. Every time we're happy, every time we're taking a picture, we do this. You can see me on all these pictures doing this. And the Moroccan players, in all their celebrations, they're always pointing the finger up there. They say, not us, Allah, the same Khabib did in the UFC. It's the gesture of acknowledging that it's not us who achieved this great success. We rely on Allah. He doesn't rely on us. We rely on Allah. Allah is in control of all of our affairs. And that's the gesture of a Muslim. Now, if ISIS does this, does that mean that they have now adopted the gesture and no one can use it? Well, that's ridiculous, because if we think through this, imagine a cross in Christianity, which is a symbol for billions of Christians around the world. And now let's look at the extremist group. Say KKK. Maybe the Ku Klux Klan is not the best example of Christianity. Should we ban all crosses or all Christians who wear the cross on their chest just because some terrorist group again is doing something in the name of Christianity which doesn't represent the religion? Same thing with ISIS or any other terrorist group. They don't represent Islam. Islam is not about terrorizing civilians. This is forbidden in Islam, and you would have to actually understand that most victims of these terrorist organizations are Muslims themselves. German TV WELT doesn't want to know the answer. They don't want to understand why people do Tawheed, why Muslims do this, and what's the difference between Islam, terrorist groups. I understand there's an ideological conflict between Islam and European values. Well, European values, I wouldn't call them that. I would call them liberal values, because European values used to be much more conservative in the past. And so this ideological conflict is projected onto the World Cup in Qatar, where we see a lot of dishonesty from the Western media. And I'm not a fan of Qatar. I actually don't even think this World Cup should have been done, because the amount of money spent on it is just mind-boggling. Amount of people who died making the World Cup and all that stuff. I have never watched a single game of the World Cup. I just think it's like a form of worship at the end of the day, and I think it's, even before, I never watched a lot of football games because it's kind of boring to me. Anyways, I do play FIFA, and today I'm gonna watch the first football game, Morocco, France, and I'm sure, 100% sure, Morocco's gonna beat France, inshallah, because the entire world is with Morocco. Elon Musk is with Morocco. Everybody wants Morocco to win because they are the underdog, they are the oppressed minority in France, they are the colonized country previously by Europeans, and they're gonna go and win the World Cup, inshallah. The Germans they are just so lame at this stage of existence. Even their football team is trying to boycott the LGBT and all that nonsense. I mean, come on guys, you're out of the tournament, you were beaten by Japan. It's just embarrassing to be a German football fan, because you have to now support this liberal woke agenda, and also your team is really bad. And they have beaten Brazil, what was it, 7-0 in 2000, I don't know what. The message for WELT is, please don't report this stuff, because we will notice it, Muslims, especially European Muslims, and you can't trick us because we are not from these regions. We understand the context of our anti-Islamic European narrative, and we're here to combat it and provide a second view. So Inshallah, if you guys resonate with this message, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a thumbs up, give it a share, and we can target the Welt on Twitter and let them know like, hey, what you guys are doing is pretty dishonest, it's disgusting, and this is not a behavior of any reporter. Is this really what reporting has come to in 2022, 2023? And you should be ashamed of yourself. The person who had an idea to do this should be ashamed of himself or herself, and they should be fired immediately, because this is hateful comment, because it creates hateful ideas against Muslims. So now people may associate, oh, Moroccans, oh, they are terrorists. You see what you just did by associating dumb things together? Go share this with the Welt. They have a Twitter account, and tell them it's embarrassing. You should, the truth is clear from falsehood. Anyways, Assalamu alaikum, this is Jan, the Slovak Muslim, reporting from Slovakia, and can't wait for Morocco to beat France today. And if they don't, doesn't matter to me, I'm still not a big fan. See you later.